Now that Binance has published a blog outlining a three-step process, beginning with Binance traders opting into Burn Luna Classic, we know for sure that they want to initiate the 1.2% ban plan. If a threshold is reached, say 50% of traders opt in, the 1.2% tax is charged manually to all participants in the exchange. Timeline for this burn date, potential skeleton contents if we reach Binance's 1, 2, and 3 goals, and other crucial details will be discussed in this video. So, let's move right into the information we have at our disposal. Like I mentioned, Binance will keep the link in the description. There are 3 proposals made. The first step is to add a bot to their exchange where users can choose to voluntarily pay the additional 1.2% tax. The second stage begins when 25% of holders choose to opt in or burn, whichever comes first. If you are an opt-in trader, this will initiate the 1.3% tax. This means that only 25% of persons who submit will actually feel the burn. Third, as you can see, once half of all Lunar Classic trades on Binance have occurred, you will have reached the opt-in trade threshold. This is clearly a volume trading issue. The standard 1.2% trading tax will now be applied to all traditional trades. This eliminates the threat posed by massive, ominous classic whales who may hoard large quantities, but don't actively trade to influence votes. So it's the traders who are truly putting themselves through daily hell. If the vast majority supports the 1.2% tax increase, we will adopt it. Where do we stand on a timetable for this? It should all materialize within the next month. If we don't see this all go through by the end of October or the 1st of November, as Binance promised, the burn is unlikely to take place. Here you can see the simple logic behind why I've set up this meeting. The imposition of the 1% tax on opt-in should happen within the next week at the latest. Binance can accomplish this with little difficulty. They've already made the announcement, as I mentioned. Then the next step, we will have the 1.2% ban activated for opt-in accounts on Binance if the percentage reaches 25%. But, as I said, it does make an intriguing point here. As you can see, if the second stage criterion of 25% is not met within a month of completing the first stage task, such as the introduction of an opt-in button, the process will restart. As such, it's likely to happen in the next couple of weeks. That would be a month from now, or around the beginning of November. If the percentage of holders who are willing to abide by the 1.2% cap drops below 25% at any point in the future, including within the next month, we will eliminate the opt-in option in favor of a more streamlined user experience, or if the proportion of dealers who do so drops below the threshold. If that happens, Binance will abandon its 1.2% burn policy. What we're talking about, though, is the half, and as you can see, that's a really significant number. And, like you stated, I think we'll be able to accomplish this target within the next 30 days. We have witnessed the lightning-fast quorum approval of voting propositions. Within the first 24 hours, they poll 80 to 90% of the eligible voters and release the ideas. As a result, I anticipate that when Binance implements this, we will see that 50% threshold being hit on Binance as an exchange, which, as I mentioned before, to remind you, when 50% of the total Lunar Classic trading volume on Binance opts in for 1.2%, when more than half of the active traders on Binance do, the vast majority of traders agree that they are willing to sacrifice 1.2% of every trade. Exactly what we hoped for. Binance will implement this across the entire exchange, putting into action the blazing idea. As I indicated before, the chain reaction will put out the fire. And if we do see it, it will be in the next 30 days, or at least the first 30 days. And I think we'll have a good indication of how many Binance users want this after the first week. Since this is such significant information, we are confident that projects along these lines will be approved quickly. As far as I'm aware, word of this has already spread around the community, or will do so within the next few days. Within the first 20 to 30 days, we would know for sure if the ban would be enforced on Binance if that button were to be activated. With so much riding on the next month, what can we really anticipate if the ban truly passes and just 50 or 25% of Binance's holders actually burn? We estimate that Binance accounts for 40–50% of the market share, number of traditional toll trades every day. If we take a look at the current price and volume of Terra Luna Classic, We can plug that data into our formula. At each of these percentages, we know exactly how many tokens Binance would burn. At the present price and with Binance handling roughly 50% of the daily transaction volume, we can safely round up to a daily volume of about $500 million. If the prohibition were implemented over the entire Binance platform, that would mean we would be expending $500 million daily, or around 12.5 billion tokens. What if Binance received $250 million? And, as I've already mentioned, if the entirety of Binance were burning horribly in a classic setting, lowering the percentage to 25% would be a huge improvement. You take 2, not 3, steps. Therefore, just a subset of the intended functionality is implemented. Then, we'll be burning a quarter of that, or roughly 125 million tokens, every day, for a total monthly ban of around 180 billion tokens, or the annual goal of nearly 2 trillion tokens. If we reach the 25%, and especially if we reach the 50%, it doubles to roughly $4 trillion every year, and that's just on Binance. That's assuming the price stays the same, of course, since we all know prices fluctuate. The rate at which you burn will go up and down. In the interest of full disclosure, however, even if we only burn 25% of our tokens every day on Binance, we will still be burning billions of tokens every day, which is already like quadruple, roughly 10 times what we're doing right now with the on-chain burn. This is a major development, and it follows the initiative shown by other exchanges like MDX. If Binance and the traders truly want the ban to be enacted, we will know how big these brands are by that 1st of November date, which is within the next month. Like I said, we absolutely need to see that right now. Vote with your purchases and your traffic, and not just on the Terra Station website. That's the way to give an exchange a clear indication of what you desire. Leave your feedback on the general paragraphs below, please. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates on what might be some very substantial bans and a significant pricing impact in the coming months. If you are in the area, subscribe to the channel. Much appreciation to everyone who has been tuning in. Have a wonderful day, and bye for now.